Hey YouTube, I'm Sergeant Indy, and this is more Let's Play Devtober. Oh, cool, this one saves your progress. So I poked around on this one for a couple of minutes. This is... I already forgot the name, hold on. Spaceman. Spaceman by Zitolo Game. So you start off at the screen, and you have a certain amount of crystals, and you can spend it on stuff. So let's, apparently I can't afford more fuel regeneration. Can I afford more max fuel? No, maybe I need 100 crystals. Okay, so I'm just going to press play and get in there, because the basic game's kind of roguelike-y Flappy Bird, except with like holding the button's kind of more important than pulsing it or whatever, because you have a jetpack. Although, looks like pulsing it works pretty fine. Anyway, it's kind of roguelike-y, it's kind of randomly generated. Oop. But you got to avoid all of these spikes and stuff, and you've only got a certain amount of fuel. So, like, it's good to lay off the jetpack. See, there, I died. Now I've got 100. Oops. My bad. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, if you hit this button, you get to continue where you're going from, but you lose some crystals. Well, I didn't want to do that. I didn't know that's what that button did. I thought that button was like, hey, let me go spend crystals. Because, you know, I thought I had over 100. I thought I could have afforded an upgrade. Point is, it's kind of Flappy Birdish, but there's... Oh, I'm not going to make that. It's kind of Flappy Birdish, but there's a bit more nuance to it, because you have this jetpack. You can see my fuel gauge up here that I'm trying to point to while avoiding spikes at the same time. Yeah, I'm not going to make that either. Like I said, the wife was sick yesterday. I think I've definitely got something in my system now, too. Just trying to fight through it and keep knocking these videos out, because it's the right thing to do. You know, like it's Devtober, where, you know, you don't want to be in December still making Let's Play Devtober videos. The buzz will have worn off. So, if I'm going to do this, I need to knock it out quick. Anyway, it's kind of Flappy Birdish, but there's a bit more nuance to it, because there's kind of an upgrade system. Okay, great. Now I've got 190. Let's go back and let's check. Can I get... Yeah, there we go. Fuel regeneration. Okay, I couldn't see what that cost me. I should have paid more attention. But yeah, so you've got this upgrade system, and I didn't know what I was doing when I first got into the game, so this started at 1500, and I was like, oh, I hit the plus button. What's that do? Can I fiddle with these values before I play the game? This is like a test thing. But no, this actually has like a save load system built into it. So this 6.2, if I were to kill this game now and come back to it, I would still have that 6.2 fuel regeneration, which is cool. It's cool. I mean, you know, not in a month of game dev, not everybody's got time to do some sort of save load system. And I'm not sure how complicated, you know, I know this is a Unity game, because when I opened the file, it had the Unity crash handler thing in there. But, like, I don't know enough about Unity or different game engines to know how good or bad they handle saving. Maybe there's some sort of built-in whatever. But still, like, having a save load system built into your game in just a month it's pretty impressive. And the pixel art is pretty cute. It's a little static, because the guy, when he's flying, he's just sort of hanging out there as a sprite. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going, and I'll try to get up over 200 crystals again, and we'll buy another upgrade. But I mean, you know, it's relatively procedurally generated. I'm not sure how they've handled that, but it does seem like there's certain patterns that repeat. So I'm thinking it's the kind of like procedural generation that I use frequently, where you've essentially got hand-built prefabs, and you make a system that sort of puts them together, if that makes any sense. So, you know, like this is a thing that the creator built, and so is this, and this is the same thing as the last one, and they've just got a system that sort of, whoa, that one's, yeah, that was goofy. I was not going to get out of that one. Let's go get another upgrade real quick. Let's down the fuel use a little bit, because, you know, this fuel use meter, it hasn't really come to bite me in the butt yet, but it certainly did my first time playing the game. you got to keep an eye on your gas tank, or else, because you've only got so much fuel, and you have to like lay off of the jetpack button in order to get it back. You don't have to be on the ground, which is good. Oh, I didn't want to. I pressed the wrong button. Anyway, you could definitely put this on a phone, probably have a good time with it. Like, I don't think... It looks like there's only a Windows copy available for download on the page. Yeah, I'm not going to make that one. But, I mean, the creator could put this onto a phone, and I'm sure a lot of people would have a lot of fun with something like this. I mean, I'm having a decent amount of fun with it, playing it on a PC, but, like, if I could do all this with just, like, touchscreen controls while, in an airport waiting on my plane, I'd be perfectly happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to try to see, maybe stop rambling and start paying attention. Yeah, this is definitely, and like I said, there's nothing wrong with that kind of random generation. I use it very frequently. In fact, I think it's the best kind of random generation, I thought I was going to make that. I think it's the best kind of random generation, which is to, like I said, make a bunch of prefabs, and then, yeah, so I pressed the I want to spend some crystals and keep going button when I keep thinking that's take me to the store, which, my bad. I should have learned that by now, but it's hard to learn when you're also trying to, like, ramble out a bunch of content. Yeah, I wasn't sure how that thing went. Apparently it goes all the way down. Anyway. Like I said, it's just the space bar, and that's fine. And what was I talking about? Prefabs. There's nothing wrong with doing the prefabs. And how people go about doing it is different. I know original Spelunky used prefabs, and it's actually Derek used methods that I rip off for all my old games. Original Spelunky is set about to be made in, I think they're 8x8 blocks of the game. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I looked at the source code, which was released for free. But you could go into the source code that he gave you, and all of his prefabs are just strings with different letters or numbers in it that indicate different things, and that's how Spelunky works. I'm going to get some more fuel regeneration. I think that's the secret to success here, and we'll do just a couple more runs, because this one's already getting... well, we're not going to count that one, because that was just really monumentally stupid on my part. And your score is obviously based on how far you've gone, like the, Run Dinosaur Jumpman game, which is what I call the Google Your Internet Isn't Working dinosaur game. I have also Let's Played that on this channel somewhere once when my internet was out. I've thought about doing it more than just once because it actually got a surprising amount of views. Ooh, this one's a rough one, man. You gotta, you can't be on the ground. Yeah, my fuel's dying from things like that. Yep. One more, then we'll go. But yeah, this isn't bad. I mean, if I'm sitting here going one more, and negotiating with myself, that's pretty good, right? So good on you, Zetolo game, and that's Zetolo. So I think I'm saying that right, but who knows? It might be Zetolo. I did it. But yeah, if I'm, doing the one more try thing, that's a good game. That's a fun game. That's a game that's got some teeth to it. It's got some audience retention or whatever. This is definitely my best run, I think, and we're definitely gonna call it quits after this one because I think I got time for one more. I've got an appointment coming up. I think I've got time to try to knock out one more, or at least I've got enough time to look at another game, because, I'm trying to look at them before I record the video so I can make sure it works, etc., etc. I don't want to, rag on anybody. But this game has something else that I found lacking in a lot of other games recently. And that is that, like, most of these games I've got on my second screen, I've got the task manager open, and we might as well spend something else. Let's get some more Jet Force, although I think that's something that, oh, Jet Force is cheap, man. So these have different prices. I would like to see the price next to the name. That's a very minor nitpick. Other than that, like I said, I've had a good time with it, and when I come back, all these values will be the same. So save load system, I don't know how easy that is. Maybe Unity's got some way of cheating it out, and they can do that for you. At any rate, just that they've done it is really cool. But anyway, pet peeve of mine, I have my task manager open because most of these games I have to, like, go to my task manager and end task to exit because their creator didn't put any way for the game to end into the game. But this one did. If I click this button, we're going to go right back to my Game Maker page, and that in of itself is really cool. I'm glad they went out of the way to do it. It's actually, like I said, it's a pet peeve of mine. It's the first thing I program in any game I make is like, if keyboard check pressed VK escape, game end. Anyway, that's been more Let's Play Devtober. This was Spaceman by Zatolo Game. I'll put a link for it down in the doobly-doo. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.